What's up, Grammy Land? My name is Shannon Sanders, and I'm president of the Nashville chapter. I'm sitting here with the amazing Robert Randolph.
What's up, everybody? This is Robert Randolph, and I'm here at the Grammy Nashville chapter, hanging with my buddy Shannon Sanders over here, and we're gonna talk a little bit to y'all. So stay tuned, brothers.
We're gonna chop it up.
And sisters.
So we backstage at the block party, and it's going down right now. Kelsey Ballerini's on stage right now. Jonathan McReynolds had an amazing set. It's just been an amazing night of music, Rob. We're just thankful to have you, and just glad you came to share with us tonight.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy to be here on tonight, hanging with all you guys. It's a bunch of great collection of artists here. To be a part of the Nashville Grammy chapter is such an honor, and I'm glad they accepted me, because they don't have to accept anybody, especially little old me. So I'm glad to be here and be a part of a great music event.
Well, we're glad to have you. Indeed,
thank you, brother.
Indeed. So, man, so look, let's talk history. So, I mean, you know, the good thing is that we cool. So we go back like chairs in the Cadillac. You know, we go back like rocking chairs, me and Rob. So, you know, I know your story, man, but I know a lot of folks here in Grammy Land won't. So, talk to me, man. Tell us how we got started. I mean, you and this pedal steel, man. You're a phenomenon. Yeah. You know, rated one of, you know, Rolling Stone has called you one of the 100 greatest guitar players of all time. But how did this start?
Well, for me, it started out in church, playing in church. Grew up in my church. It's sort of the Buena Vista Social Club of pedal steel and lap steel guitars. So we grew up playing. I grew up watching a bunch of older guys. Some you met. Some a lot of people know, Calvin Cook, Ted Beard, Aubrey Gent, a bunch of other people around, Henry Nelson, a bunch of great guys. So I always wanted to be like those guys. Now I'm out here in the big, wacky world of music, hanging out, writing songs, playing, getting down. So we're just happy to be here.
Indeed, indeed. What, you know, it's crazy because to listen to you play, there are times where I swear I can't distinguish between you playing and the sound of a human voice. Yeah. Did you grow up doing that? Did you grow up mimicking vocals? Like, how did you come about your style?
Yeah, for me, I grew up mimicking a lot of vocals. That was always the key in our church. We always had to, once the singers got finished singing in the devotional or program or the choir or the soloist, we always had to try to sound like those singers. And so throughout the years, I always tried to listen to Mahalia Jackson and Aretha Franklin and Stevie Wonder and G.E. Patterson, all of these great singers, even Frank Sinatra, you know, with his vibrato and stuff. Yeah. So I grew up trying to play the guitar like those guys sing. So that was always, that's what helped us become precise. Now it's spread a lot through a lot of the roots music. Now you hear a lot of guys playing guitar with slides and doing a lot of improvisational stuff, so it's cool.
Wow. Have you found that you've inspired many young people? You know, do you hear from many young people, the next generation, telling you that you've inspired them to play the pedal steel? Are inner city youth like yourself, you know, coming from inner city New Jersey and inner city in New Jersey, are you finding that young black men are finding the pedal steel because of you?
Yeah, a lot of young black guys, a lot of young white guys, a lot of hipsters, hippies. Wow. See, in my church, it was all black guys playing for the last 80 years anyway. So you'd be surprised. You come to my church organization, there's probably like 100 guys, 150, man.
Wow.
You'd be surprised how many guys playing pedal steel guitar in church. So it's really that many kids, women. Women.
I've never seen a woman play pedal steel.
I can show you a video, man. These women, man.
Killing,
man. She getting down, brothers.
Wow.
Old church video.
Give us some names. Give us some names.
Old. We got some old ones and we got some new ones.
So look, this Grammy Pro, man, you got to give us a name. Give me somebody.
A girl named Kimberly Mosey.
She killing. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, Peavy has manufactured a signature lap steel for Robert. Tell us about that.
Well, yeah, Peavy came on board, and you know, most guitars, especially old roots church guys, all know about Peavy stuff. So that stuff worked forever, man. 30, 40 years.
Come on.
You know, solid state.
Change the fuse, baby. You in there.
Change the fuse. You back in. You back up and running.
Run the Radio Shack. Get your fuse. You in there.
So Hartley Peavy is one of the only guys that still owns and runs his company. So he came to me and talked about really manufacturing and producing very low cost, great sounding lap steels with my signature on it. So we designed one. It sounds freaking great.
Tell us, what are some of your most memorable recordings. Some of your most memorable recording sessions. I know you work with guys like Santana and some of the greats.
You.
Hey, okay, I'll take that. Okay.
You and Drew Ramsey. Yeah. So I like being in the studio writing with you and Drew and recording, being in the studio.
We have a good time. We have a good time.
I met these guys, about 9-10 years ago, and we really just kind of hit it. Really 11 years ago, we kind of hit it off musically, vocally, and they record my best vocals that I do, and really just been in the studio creating. Sometimes I'll just play, and we'll just kind of come up with stuff. You know how it goes. Yeah. I just got to tell the people. We already know what we do.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's said a lot of times, man, that the greatest songs come out of the greatest conversations, and I think that because we were able to become friends on top of that, that there's a certain comfort level, that's been established where it's just like, man, we can just get in and just be free. We just get in and just have a good time, and we look up and like, oh man, well shit, that was great.
Yeah, man, and that's kind of the cool part about most guitar players. Sometimes we kind of just got to sit around and play and let the great songwriters and the great producers kind of get all of the best stuff out of you. Sometimes we just got to grab a bottle of whiskey or a bottle of vodka or something. Or grab your Bible, whatever, which one. Or you grab both.
Hey, grab both. Okay. Can't go wrong.
As the Baptist people do, you grab both.
You grab both.
But
your sword ain't your shield.
Yeah, working in the studio is really fun, man. I love it. It's a place to where you gather all this information. You see what's good, you see what's bad, and then a lot of times, we'll do a song, and then we'll go out and play it, and then we'll come back and go, nah, we need to change this, we need to change that, which happens in one of the songs that we wrote together, and a song called Ain't Nothing Wrong With That, a lot of people familiar with. We kind of created it, had different beats going, and we went away, came back, then we said, oh, we got it, we got a hit.
And it was indeed.
It was indeed a hit, and everybody's looking for a repeat hit like that. So coming soon, y'all.
Real soon. So Tim, what do you do at home, man? So do you keep a guitar set up at home? Like how much do you practice? I know, people think that you get to a point and you don't practice no more.
Well, there's always some time. If you've been on the road for a long time, you kind of just want to come home and get away. Yeah. But then there's always just that natural thing. I got like 5 pedal stills at home, lap stills. So I kind of like to practice early in the day. Whatever early means, whether it's 5 a.m. or waking up and doing it, or staying up, or 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. Kind of everything kind of gets going. So yeah, that's one of the cool things. And something about practicing at home really puts you in this sort of sacred place to where. And I've been doing a lot of these Facebook Live things for the fans, going on Facebook and just playing and messing up and telling stories, and people love that kind of stuff. Yeah. So check me out on Facebook, everybody. Robert Randolph and the Family Band. Follow me on Instagram at RRTFB. We'll see you. We got a new record coming out. Got some new good songs. We're going to be hitting. We'll see you in the 2017, baby. Peace.
Robert Randolph on Grammy Pro.